Hello friends and welcome to my channel GATEquestionsECE. So I am back with next question on random variable in this series of random variables. So the question code is 111. If continuous random variables z, x1, x2 and x3 are related by z is equal to maximum x1, x2, x3 where x1, x2, x3 are independent and identically distributed i.i.d. random variables, then which of the following statement is true for the PDF of z? We have to find which of the following four statement is true. So let's see how to solve this question. We know from the discussion in question number 106, if z is equal to maximum x1, x2, x3 up to xn n random variables and all of these are mutually independent, then we know that CDF of z will be equal to the product of marginal CDFs of x1, x2, x3 and up to xn. So fx2, fx3 up to fxn. So this is the result for the CDF of z when z is equal to maximum among all these n random variables and all these random variables are independent. So xi here all xi are mutually independent. So let's see what will be the result of the CDF of z when all these random variables are independent as well as identically distributed. We know that if random variables are identically distributed, then they will have same expressions for the CDF as well as for the PDF. So we can write that capital F x1 of z will be equal to capital F2 f x2 of z will be equal to F3 f x3 of z, and all these CDFs will be equal when these random variables are identically distributed. And let's say all these are equal to capital F of z. Similarly, for identically distributed random variables, we can write that their CDFs will be also equal. Will be equal to f x3 of z and up to f xn of z. And all these we can write will be equal to f of z. So this is true when all xi are identically distributed. So in this expression, instead of all these CDFs, we can write in place of each of these, we can write capital F of Z. So the result will be modified to this expression. So capital F Z will be equal to Fz power n. So this is the result for the CDF of Z in case of i.i.d. What is i.i.d? That they are independent and identically distributed. All random variables are independent and identically distributed. Then this is the result for the CDF of Z. So by differentiating this, we can get the result for the PDF of Z. So differentiating both sides with respect to Z, we can write that the PDF of Z will be equal to, so differentiating this, we will get n times Fz raised to power n minus 1, and then differentiation of this capital F of z, which will be small f of z. So this is the expression for the PDF of z for z is equal to maximum x1, x2 up to xn, where all these random variables are i.i.d. So these two results we will be using in future in solving lot of numericals, and in this question we will be using this formula to solve this question. So let's see how to solve this question using this formula. So in this question it's given that z is maximum out of three random variables x1, x2, x3, and all these are independent and identically distributed random variables. So we can write that capital F x1 of z will be equal to capital F x2 of z will be equal to capital F x3 of z. So the CDF of z in this case will be equal to f of z, which we can write out of these three. We can use f x1 raised to power n. Here n is 3. So this is the formula for the CDF of z. So differentiating both sides, we can get that the PDF of z will be equal to 3 times f of x1 z raised to power 2 multiplied by f x1 of z. So this is the answer to this question. So the correct option is option 2. So this is how you can handle the maximum function in case of independent and identically distributed random variables. So thank you for watching this video, and please do press that like button below this video, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this.